Sibling rivalries happen to many families. How many of you have witnessed or have experienced sibling rivalries? Okay. For me, I had a sibling rivalry with my younger brother. He's 3 years younger than me. And I remember when I was in high school, I was in fourth year high school already, and he was in first year high school. He was the star player of his basketball team, and I was the bench player of the basketball team. And he was famous in high school. I wasn't famous in high school. And there was like a sibling rivalry happening there. And I was envious of him. And because of that, I treated him badly. Like I was considered a bully in my family. We see that in scripture also, right? Jacob and Esau, Rachel and Leah, right? Also in our first reading today, how the brothers of Joseph were very envious of him because he was the favorite of their father Jacob. The father even gave this beautiful robe to Joseph. So what they did is that out of their great envy, they attempted to kill him, and then they sold him to the Midianites merchants. And we saw a parallel there between Joseph and Jesus. Jesus also suffered from the Pharisees and also the chief priests because they were envious of him. Because of him performing miracles and preaching, a lot of people were being drawn to him and no longer to the chief priests and the Pharisees. They attempted to kill Jesus, and of course we know how they killed Jesus also, and how Judas, as Joseph was sold to the Midianite merchants for 20 pieces of silver, Judas sold Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. And when the brothers stripped Joseph of this robe, Jesus was also stripped of his tunic. So we see here the similarity. But there's one more similarity between Joseph and Jesus. If you read the story of Joseph, especially towards the end of Genesis 50, how he was reconciled. Joseph was reconciled with his brothers, and how Joseph forgave them. And we see that also in Jesus. When Jesus was crucified on the cross, Jesus forgave those who crucified him, and even prayed to God, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do." And maybe you're curious what happened between my relationship with my younger brother. I think we got over that sibling rivalry. I asked for forgiveness from him for how I treated him when we were growing up. And right now, I'm just appreciative of his strengths, his other abilities in business. And I could also see how he really admires what I'm doing right now. And he supports me 100%. So it's a beautiful thing, right? You know, in families, we would have these conflicts. But the Lord has given us to have families because that's our support system. Okay? So maybe it's an encouragement during this Lent. Maybe if you had conflicts with your brother or your sister, and this conflict hasn't been reconciled for so many years. Okay? Maybe it's a time to ask for forgiveness or to forgive. Okay? It's a beautiful thing. Your relationship gets stronger when there's mercy, when there's forgiveness, when there's reconciliation.